There you go, Tommy. The floor is
Okay.
yours.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna see if I can blow this up all the way. Let me hide these controls. Let me know. Oh, hold on. Slideshow. Are you seeing like my full entire screen right now?
Everything looks great.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. Well, then here's what we'll do. We'll get this thing started. So thank you guys for coming and joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully what I'm able to present to you either is a refresher on just simple, basic, organic ways that we can go about creating ambassadors, which, if you don't know what an ambassador is, it's essentially our referral program, which allows us to be able to automate a payout to someone that refers us a homeowner that's interested in going solar. So it's a very simple way to create organic outreach and just get eyeballs on you that are not normally on you, right? And the way to build like a referral based business, if you don't want to pay for leads, even if you do, that's totally fine. It's just a different type of clientele you're going to be working with. I like to do things on a more personal outreach and more personal level so that when I actually meet with them for the consultation, they kind of already have a little bit of a trust. They were introduced to me, or they were recommended by someone else to me, and it creates a more productive consultation that allows them to really open up a little bit more, listen a little bit more, engage a little bit more, and essentially it's more likely to close than just an ice cold lead that you picked up the phone and dialed and they never heard from you, have no idea who you are, and you're trying to get them onto a presentation. It's as you could probably tell, it's going to be a little bit of a different feel. That's how I like to go. And when I was getting out of door knocking in 2020, this is right around COVID. I don't know if you guys have door knocked during COVID, but the reception from people wasn't all that great. So I wanted a way to be able to actually create business without being on the doors. And I knew I needed to build a referral based business like Charles and so many others from Power Leadership have taught us how to do over the years. So this is going to be a good refresher for people that are well versed in power, people that are brand new setters. You can also have ambassadors, right? These are just people that help you find leads, right? We're not selling to them, we're selling through them. Okay. It's networking at its finest. All right, guys. So what you do here is we all have a cell phone. If you don't have a cell phone, I'd be shocked to hear that. But we all have a contacts area in our cell phone. And what we do is we're going to be able to reach out to all of our people, all of our own contacts in our phone, and we're going to separate them guy and girl because we're going to talk to the guys a little bit different than we're going to talk to the girls. Um, for the girls, this is going to be strictly, I only have the presentation showing what I said to the guys. The girls version was basically the same thing, just worded a little bit different. And so what we do is we split A to Z, guy and girl. Okay. It's pretty simple. You can do it on your computer or you can do it on your phone. Just might take a little bit longer if you do it on your phone, but it's either way is totally doable. And what you're going to do is we're going to be able to send out multiple messages at once. And it looks like a group message, but it's actually going to send out individually and they're going to respond individually. Okay. So the key to this is we're sending out text blasts to people that we know, right? It's people in our contacts that we have a phone number for and we have a name and we know them, or even people that you don't. Don't pigeonhole anyone with this. Make sure that you send it to every single person. You'd be surprised who actually reaches back out. So you basically turn off the group messages if you have an iPhone. You'll turn off MMS as well. Multimedia messaging and group messaging will both go off. The reason for that is that way we don't end up in a group text. There's apps that you could pay for this, but you can just do it on your phone by going to your settings. So it's super simple. Once you do that, you're going to have an intro text. There's 4 text messages that we use, and you'll see exactly what I said. It's literally screenshotted here, word for word, each round. Take what I said, make it your own, make it sound like you, because these are your people. Like they're going to be expecting you to be the person that's texting them, not like Tommy, all bro-ish the way I talk to my guy friends. Okay. So I got up to a point where, as you can see here, I would start with the group with the A's, the guys in A. I would go A, B, C, up to 20, as many as that. That's as many as you could send at one time. And it said, yo, what's up, man? It's been a minute. How you doing? That's how I'm going to talk to any guy in my phone. Any one of my friends, they're all going to respond to that. And it's pretty much no one is going to, other than people you have no connection to, and you just got the random number when you're like, out partying or something, you don't even know the guy. Obviously, that person might not text you back, or they might. You never know. So I got up to a point where I was sending about 100 messages every single morning. And the key here is to budget your time. This is not meant to have you answering text messages all day long. It's meant to be 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the evening. And if you have a Mac like I do, and you have an iPhone like I do, I can easily pull up the messages on my phone from all the people that texted me back in the daytime. And I'm going to go ahead and just trigger the next message that I have already pre-built out. And I might change or tweak a little thing, but I'm going to send it straight from my computer and just go one by one, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And so it should take you no more than 1 hour a day to do this and speak to up to 100 people in a single day. And it's good to reconnect with people that you know on your phone and remind them what you do, right? Because people will remember, they might forget. I like to post a lot of stories on Facebook, and that goes to my Instagram too, so I can see who watches it and who drops off. So I kind of already have a good idea of like who's interested in what I do and who is just following off and doesn't give a crap. So first message, super simple, right? 20 a piece, and it was going out one by one. They all respond one by one. And as you can see here, this is all in one day I got up to. That's going to be 120 people that I texted in a single day. Okay. The goal is to remember not to overwhelm yourself, not to be wanting to respond to them. Don't respond to them. You wait till later in the day and then you respond. So the second message that I have in the barrel, ready to go. We're going to tell them about what we're doing. When they respond, pretty much everyone's going to say, hey, man, what's up, bro? It's been a minute. Then I'm going to tell them what I'm doing, and then I'm going to ask them about what they do, because you have to be interested in them or they're not going to be interested in you and what you're doing, right? It's the law of communication right there. And we want to be real. So I just said, I'm just living and creating the dream, brother. I'm currently building up my solar and battery consulting business. I've been doing this for almost 4 years now. This is back in 2021. I haven't even reached out to my own friends and family to let you know what my profession is. I've texted 320 friends over the last 3 weeks, and arthritis is coming in hot. Just make a joke. These numbers are not even real. I just said it. And only 77 of them knew that I'm the guy to send people to for solar. And I can't build a lasting referral-based business on BS numbers like that. So I'm fixing that right now. Plus, connecting and seeing what everyone else is up to has been awesome. So did you know that I was in solar? And what are you doing for work these days? Okay, so what am I saying there, and why am I saying that? Well, I'm letting him know what I'm doing. I'm building a referral-based business. I can't do that without telling everyone, so I'm not selling to him, right? There's no sale here. There's nothing sleazier sounding, snake oily sounding here. I'm just letting a buddy know that I'm in solar and that I'm just trying to reach out and build a business from the ground up. Okay. And then I also ask him what he's doing for work these days, because if you just tell them what you're doing, did you know I was in solar? They might not really care to respond, but everyone wants to tell you what they're doing. And this is one of my fraternity brothers. This dude is a personal injury attorney that is just crushing it right now. And I know he wants to tell me all about that. So that message, that part of the message is the most important piece of the whole message that I'm sending right here. He might know that I'm in solar, he might not, but he's definitely going to want to tell me about what he's doing. And, it's funny because you're going to get people that are going to, when you say that and you ask them what they're doing, people are going to tell you that they don't like their job, they're annoyed, they're tired of working, they're going to be interested in what you're doing. And you're going to be surprised at how many people actually want to know about how they can get into solar. So I actually got team members from this. I got plenty of ambassadors. Obviously, you're going to see how that works in just a second. But you find out about what everyone's doing, and it's cool to connect with everyone that you haven't talked to in a little while. He said, dope, man, congrats. Building your business. I didn't know. I'll definitely keep that in mind if I invest in a property or I know someone doing so. Personal injury lawyer up in LA. Life's good, man. Can't complain. Guess what? He actually just bought his first house. I'm just realizing this right now as I'm presenting this. I need to reach out to him. And it's also sad that I didn't even like, how can I build a business without my own friends knowing what I'm doing? I was very close to this guy for like 4 years in college. He didn't even know what I did. So if you guys want to have success and get organic success, you have to build eyeballs that are looking at you from all of your contacts in your phone. Those are the people that are most likely to want to help, want to actually know what you're doing, give a crap about what you're doing. These are important pieces to building a referral based business that you got to do. So the next text. This one is very specific, very easy. Basically, I'm just letting him know. I just say, well, that's awesome, man. Congrats. Looks like you've done pretty nice for yourself. Many congratulations. Regardless of if you know anyone now or not, you might in the future. And when you invest in a property, do me one favor. Don't just keep me in mind. Just give me a call. I got you. Is it cool if I grab your email so I could share how to refer me in the future? Okay. This one is super easy. Don, I'm going to go ahead and mute you, okay? Oh, thank you. There you go. Um, so this one is a super easy message, and it's really important to get the email here because you already have their name. Even if you don't have their last name saved in your phone, I'm sure you could find it like on Facebook or something, or you know it and you can input it. You have their phone number because you're texting them, obviously. So now you have their email. No one gives a darn about giving you an email address. No one cares. So that's an easy thing to get. Oh, lost my screen. Where'd that go? Sorry, guys. Okay, rookie day for me, I guess. Someone come off mute and let me know if you could see my stuff.
We can still see it. So
Okay, cool. All right, well, I can't see you guys, so we'll just keep rolling, whatever. All right, so as far as this one goes, so no one cares about giving them their email, right? Everyone's got either a spam email they'll give out, or if since it's your friend or someone they're probably going to give you their real email address. So now you got their name, you got their phone number, you got their email. And so now I have everything I need to create them their ambassador account, right? So what I'm going to say is, boom, I just shot you an email from my Power Solar Ambassador page so that you can confirm and create yourself a login. It's totally free and it requires nothing from you. I'm letting him know, hey, you're not going to get spammed by this. It's not something, I did load it up to let him know that I'm going to basically send him an email that tells him how to refer me in the future. So it's totally free. It requires nothing from you. If you hear of someone looking into solar, just enter in their information and I will do the rest. Once they get installed, you'll get paid $1,000 right out of my commissions. There's no obligation on their end to buy or anything from me. However, referrals do tend to move forward more often than not. There's a certain level of trust that regularly isn't there, and it makes the process much easier for all parties involved. You don't even have to say that. I went over the top with that, but that's essentially what I'm trying to get the message across with. And let me know if you have any questions when logging into your dashboard. And when I say let me know if you have any questions when logging into your dashboard or issues, what do I mean by that? I mean, you better log in. Go to your email, click the link, create yourself a login, and if you have any issues, then let me know. Okay. So I have now basically created an ambassador on the back end, right? So what I did was I'll be in my dashboard and I go to add new ambassadors. You go to your team area and you can add new ambassador. Okay. I already let him know that I was getting his email for a reason. That was to add or tell him about my referral program so he knows how to refer me. And then I sent, after getting all his info, I sent out the invite for the ambassador. And what does that do? That basically allows us to not have to send him the ambassador link, which if you were to go to your marketing area here and there's an ambassador link that you could send out. Well, I don't like sending links to anyone. Like we can put it right in their email as long as we have permission to do so. And then they can just go and click to verify and create themselves a login. And instead of going to look at the ambassador page, go to click join Power Ambassador page for Tommy, then put in all their information. Then they got to click send, and then they got to go to their email. No. People don't click links. They get lost in the process. they don't end up normally going through all the way. Some will, some won't. So what? But this is just an easier way to be able to drop it right into their email so that they can verify it themselves. Super simple process, and I detailed it so a child could understand. Okay, so once he joins as an ambassador, like this is one of the examples, prime example of someone that I spoke with that was buying his first home. It's one of my friends. He didn't think he can get solar. There was a condo complex that was up for about 20 years and has no solar in the entire thing. They did a really good job at basically shunning solar and people just thought that they couldn't do it. Well, I knew better. I knew that just because it's a condo complex and it has a shared roof, that doesn't mean that they can't get solar in California. This might be a little bit like state specific, so you might want to check like your HOA terms and things like that in whatever state that you're in before you just go ahead and tell them that they can do this. But I know in California, there is a law that everyone has a right to access the sun and to produce energy on their specific portion of their rooftop, regardless of if it's common or not. So I was able to get his utility bill. We ended up going solar, put, small system, only about 7 panels could fit on there. But he actually has a community that now has seen the first solar system go up. So we ended up having him join as an ambassador too after we signed up the project. He then has an app that's called Town Square that actually has all of his community for those condos in there so that they post events and they talk to each other on there. And I had him post basically this, which he also posted on Nextdoor. And we ended up getting 5 or 6 people like right after one after another that all interested. And this all came from just a simple text message when I was reaching out to a friend to let him know what I do. He was already wanted solar, or he was interested in it, and he just didn't think he could get it. So it's a prime example of why you need to constantly touch on people that you know, because it could have easily been someone else that reached out to him first, and I would have completely missed the opportunity. But I did, told him just to trust me, gave me that blind trust, and we got it across the finish line. Then, as soon as he got his first negative electric bill, after we closed about 5 more projects, I had him post his first negative electric bill in his Town Square app, and we got like 4 more. So altogether, this one outreach, because of just this one piece of the puzzle, this one guy, made me about $50,000 in a couple months. So, guys, it's super simple. This is like the easiest thing that you could do to get more eyes on you. It's the same thing as like joining a networking group. You're selling through other people. People got eyes and ears looking out for you. And they also know there's an incentive behind it. So they want to be able to make $1,000. So they're happy to, refer you business. So hopefully this was helpful. Super quick, simple training. Not everything you do with solar has to be cold leads. This is the best way to be able to create business and speak with people that you know that actually know, trust, and maybe like you. Thank you, guys.
Amazing. What we can maybe do, since we still have everyone here, Dawn put here in the comments, we want to open it up to any questions. We can just read. Dawn had a question. So giving them our sign up /website link isn't the best. I had just responded that just doing it for them, correct? Is that what you say?
Yeah, because if you go into your marketing area, you'll be able to see the like that page or seller join link. If you wanted to, you could send them the link. Like it's very rare if I send someone an ambassador link. I'm generally going to tell them like, hey, I'm sending you an email. You can verify that way you can get paid $1,000 if the deal ends up getting on the roof. It's super easy. You don't have to paint it any other way. That's all it is. It's just an automatic way for them to make some money if the project goes to the finish line.
I love that, Tommy. Just because I've talked to several friends and they've been like, yeah, that's great. And I shoot them the link and then it's hard to get a hold of them. They never fill out the link. They never do it. I think I would get a much
one extra thing. Yeah, exactly.
I get a response by just say, hey, what's your email? Fill it out for them and say, hey, check your email. You should be able to log in and just finish your login. And that's how you refer. And I think that'll work out a whole lot better. That's awesome.
Yeah. And take yourself, go if you have a second email address, do yourself a favor, go to your team area, go to the ambassadors and add your ambassador your other email so you can see what comes to them. So you understand like what you're saying and how to position it and just make it your own. Because the scripts that I use, like I would go off a little bit. Some of them I would change depending on who I'm talking to, but like the main dish is still the same thing every single time. It's the same message every single one of the four messages. And it's not salesy the slightest bit. Not a single person was not open to it when I like talking with them. I think I had one person drop off that I never thought would drop off. I couldn't believe it. You'd be shocked to see the people that are interested in what you're doing, and then your friends that you thought would be interested that don't give a crap. And so it's like that's why I said don't pigeonhole anyone, even if you don't even know the person in your phone that you're texting, send it out because you'd be surprised. People will respond.
So I have another question while I have all you heads on here. Y'all are great. I'm actually subbing in a BNI group tomorrow morning for a buddy of mine. He's in insurance. I'm gonna do his little spiel. What do you think would be my best angle for the BNI group, or little, what should I kind of present for that in my little 30 seconds that they'll give me?
If I was you, I wouldn't talk about anything about the ambassador program. Don't talk anything about that. If you're looking to join the BNI group,
I would like to. Right now, I'm not in town enough. You have to be every Thursday or find a sub. So I've already visited this BNI group once. I'm kind of friends with some of them on Facebook now. I'm kind of getting in and like becoming friends with some of them there.
yeah,
Once my schedule is I'm in town long enough and can make every Thursday meeting, I would definitely do it. But right now, my schedule is just, I usually work Monday through Friday on the road. So
yeah, yeah. My first suggestion is, I mean, if you really like that BNI group, I mean, I've been a member of BNI for over 5 years now, and I was like the vice president of the chapter. I've been on leadership pretty much every single term, the second that I joined. And
right.
that's number one, that's the best way to get visibility. But for you, I would say maybe look at a hybrid option, unless you
Mhm.
like really really want to be in this one and you think like the this all the different professions align. Like the way when I look for a BNI chapter for people that join my team or anyone in solar that's just looking to find like a good chapter, I look for roofers, I look for electrician, I look for people that I know, that trades that are going to be easy to refer and be able to work together. Like we call them like power teams, like content, like power spheres, I guess is like a BNI term. It's these different professions that kind of connect with each other and work well with each other. So first thing I would do if I was you, if that's the chapter you really want, I would definitely take a look and make sure that those trades are in there. So you're going to have some easy referral opportunities, but also see if maybe there's a hybrid chapter like mine. I meet only 1 day per month in person. The other three are going to be virtual. So it makes it a lot easier. And we still have that connection, that face to face. We basically, this BNI chapter is like my family at this point. They're great people and we've gotten to know each other. We're all great friends. And it's blind trust with every one of us. Like I have no reservations to refer anyone to any of my members because we do a really good job vetting. For you, I might hang off of visiting again until you know if you can actually move forward because they're going to ask you to put in an application your second time that you visit.
Well, I'm actually tomorrow isn't a visit. I'm filling in. A good friend of mine I hang out with
Oh,
all the time, golf with. He can't make it, so I'm
okay.
his sub tomorrow. So I'm
Okay. So
subbing.
you're subbing.
Yeah, so I'm just subbing for a good friend. And the only reason I would even have gone is because like I have a really good friend that's in it in the insurance, whatever's there. So I would, I'm subbing for him. So I'm going to say his little spiel, and then I'll have like a 30-second spiel at the end to talk about my business. So that's where I was kind of trying to see what angle I should go for my 30-second. And just tell them I'm
Gotcha.
in, I'm setting appointments, I qualify homes, and so
Yeah. Yeah. It
I just
sounds like you already got it down, man. I mean, that's essentially what it is. You were a base up person that helps homeowners understand if solar might make sense for their property and gets them connected with the right people in order to figure out that process. And if your
absolutely.
main goal is to eventually be like a closer and consistently like selling your own personal deals, things like that, and not just setting, then these people don't know you. You can position yourself how you need to position yourself. You just need to live up to that when you do get asked to join the chapter.
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't
Appreciate
even
it.
let our
The
subs
link in the
like
chat,
say
by the
anything.
way. Sorry, Tommy. I threw a link in the chat, David. There's a knowledge base article you should check out.
Yes, boom. Perfect. Thank you, Charles.
Charles, thank you.
Tommy, we got another question from Audie. Just go ahead and scroll up. It is underneath Dawn's question. It says, "Hey Tommy, thank you for your valuable insights. Do you think we can hand out some of the same marketing materials to ambassadors if they need talking points to talk to family and friends? Thanks."
Hey, guess what? When you we actually have that in our PDF for setters. It's also going to get emailed every single time that you add an ambassador. When they get the email, this is why I said to David to actually add yourself and see what actually happens. Because when they get that ambassador like invite email to register their ambassador account, it also sends them scripts for homeowners and how to talk to them and how to bring the conversation up from the point of an ambassador. So it gives you everything. It's in English and Spanish. So it's everything is right there for you. Thank you, Adi.
Great question.
Let's see here. Have a friend that's HOA president. Just looked at Florida law, and you absolutely have a right to do. Yep, you're right. I'm pretty positive Florida is that way. Going to reach out to the HOA for the meantime, set up meet and greet. Yeah, nailed it. That's the way to do it. Crystal, Power Team, let's go. I'm looking you up for a one-to-one in BNI app. Crystal, I don't know if I mean you should be able to find me. I'm pretty easy to find there. You found me?
Yeah, I already
Let's
did.
get a one-to-one.
I
for
sent you a
sure.
one-to-one.
I love it. Awesome. All right, guys. Anyone else have a question, comment, concern, funny joke?
Appreciate your time, Tommy. Thanks for putting this on.
Appreciate you, Mike.
So what I can do here is I can have this recording posted. It'll be in our playbook. So when we go to at the bottom, there'll be a link that will go to trainings. And then I'll also post it in our setter support group, just for anyone who else missed it. Does anyone else have anything?
All right. Well, let's get some ambassadors, yeah?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Tommy, for all your support and your help, your training. Everyone have a good one.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, bye. Appreciate it, Tommy.